So this is the huge excitement here. We are starting out round number 2, and one thing you'll notice is the map. But first, the players. It's Puppy Paw on this eastern side as the Holy Roman Empire.
And on the other side, in the west, we've got Anotand on the English. And do you know how much does Anotand play a decent amount of English? I mean, I guess it's English, so there's not a lot to...
You know, he plays some, but I wouldn't say it is his main civilization. But this map is an exciting one considering it is one of the newer maps. It's one we'll be seeing in Golden League, and Anotand's moving forward with 3 villagers. You might say, why is he doing this? What is he doing? Well, he wants to not only
brutal
the dock himself, he wants to deny the dock on the other side with the English villager. They have those short bows. Puppy Paw trying to build up that dock. Looks like
nothing Puppy can do.
It will go down though. The dock's going to go down, but how long will it be up for?
Yeah, like Anotand can just drop down his own dock right next to it, and then he can start burning this, because you cannot contest the English villagers in Dark Age as the HRE.
Exactly. So Anotand doing a little bit his due diligence before this. He knows, I would say on Mongolian Heights would be somewhat similar opening play style to this. You have your middle river that has obviously this shared shoreline fish, and then you have that walkable river around your base like we saw. It does force you to kind of go out on the map. If you notice, what's in your initial base is not too much. You got your initial corner wood line, and from then it's kind of like, all right, good luck. Move on out, and you have to take some map control. So it's really hard to just stay super packed in.
I love these types of maps, not gonna lie. And Puppy's going for the Dark Age barracks, but let's say spears are not exactly your weapon of choice against short bows.
No, they aren't, but they are once you get a few of them. Once you get enough, they will be able to just chase down those villagers, force a fight. And villagers for spearmen is definitely a trade that Puppy Paw will be happy with taking. So just a few spears are good enough to just kind of deny those villagers, make them run away. And if you're making those villagers run away, that means they're idling. If the villagers fight, they're going to die because they're going to get chased down by those spears.
And if those villagers are gonna run away, then this stock is gonna be completely exposed. So Anotand needs that tower yesterday.
Yeah, and not only does he need the tower, it might more be that he needs vision. He needs to see the barracks on the other side and maybe react himself, because guess what he can get that Puppy Paw can't? He can get men-at-arms here in the Dark Age that would match out the spears and trade pretty well into him. He obviously has the food from the fishing. They cost a little bit more in that regards, but he would be able to defend up the spears, trade efficiently there, but doesn't see the barracks yet, so no reactions yet, doesn't have the knowledge to make the correct reactions, and those first 3 spears are starting to move up, and Anotand might be in a troubling scenario here.
Yeah, he spots out the spears at least, so he's running now. But at the same time, the rest of the spears that are being produced here can just start burning down this stock now.
Yep, and as I mentioned, those spears, they have the movement speed on those villagers, so they will slowly get some pokes in over time. Not sure if he'll get any picks there, but 3 villagers being idled for this long of a time is significant, as well as having the spears able to start focusing down the dock that are you continuing to mass back up and get put into play.
Yeah, if you look at the resources right now, Puppy invested a lot in that defense, but it's definitely worth it. His stock stays up. Anotand's stock is potentially going to go down even before he gets up the requisite amount of food for his feudal age.
And there's one villager that has gone down from those spearmen, and a second one will go down to lower health. Good block by Anotand with his healthier villager, as you see, kind of utilizing that extra micro, continuing to cause some annoying pathing issues. And no, he stops the bill.
Is he gonna lose both?
Looks like he got to his town center just in time to keep both alive and take out the other spearmen. But this is still a trade that Puppy is more than happy with. Each of those spearmen, only 80 resources a pop. So we're talking about 240. They kill a villager, which is resources per second. And now Doc's being burnt. walls being put up in the middle. So this is just map control that is all puppies. Anotand's not able to escape with his fishing ships. That's the reasoning for the wall in the middle. So now there's no additional dock that can just be built on Anotand's side because of this.
Yeah, he tries to get the most out of his fishing ships, but I'm not sure he spotted out the wall yet.
He has a
never
sheep
mind.
on top
There
of it,
are
yeah.
two sheep there. The good old scouting sheep. We
And
love to see
if his
them.
sheeps are there, that means that you know, he might have had a scout go down, or he
They're
dropped the
probably
sheep off for scouting sheep.
There probably used to be a scout there.
And as we see, PuppyPaw is going up with the chapel. Anotand's already halfway to Council Hall. His fishing ships are starting to be burnt by those spearmen on the river. And just, it's dead even as far as eco goes. But PuppyPaw has his fishing ships actually working, whereas Anotand's 6 fishing ships are just idle, not able to do anything at all.
Yeah, that's like this is a huge amount of fish that are just idle now. That's a lot of resources that Anotand spent for nothing now. They're just gonna get burned down. They maybe probably reeled in just as much resources as they cost initially. So PuppyPaw is in a great position here, and he still has the fishing eco going for him.
Yep, exactly. I mean, he's technically ahead 5-6 eco at this point in time. He's going to have the chapel. So he's going to have inspired eco for all of his economy, and not just, you know, the 6 to 8 vills that your prelate can inspire from the start. And, you know, he's feeling really, really good about this start that looked scary for a second when those 3 vills got there, but those 3 vills were just a step or two too late.
Yeah, it definitely was the right call to go for the villager rush on the dock, but it was just not in time. Like, and if that tower had gone up, like, he would have denied the fishing eco of Puppy completely, and he would have been secure on his own dock. But no such luck.
Yep, fishing boats now spot out the wall and go, oh, all right, we're not able to do anything. Longbows massing, pushing forward. They're going to start sniping down any of the spears that they see. PuppyPaw, he might start pumping out some men-at-arms. That way, he's going to have a nice and tanky front line, as well as those spears to, you know, just be there like he had already had from the feudal age.
Yeah, Horseman is also in queue, Man-at-Arms is in queue, so these longbows that are on the map right now, they're gonna be miserable.
Yes, they are starting to take down the rest of those spearmen, though, getting some good trades in, but are these trades going to be enough to make up for the eco that he has lost? I don't think so, and I don't even think it's close to enough. Yeah, he might not even lose a longbow at all during this, takes out a good amount of the spears, can go try to snipe down the fishing with the longbows. That might be the difference, but Anotand, he's still pumping longbow after longbow after longbow, and PuppyPaw, he's going to start having a horseman mass, and the horseman mass in few numbers doesn't do too much, but all of a sudden, if you get 5-6 horsemen on this grouping of longbows, they're going to end up getting just taken down, and PuppyPaw decides to go in earlier with that, gets sniped out, gets kited out, but does look like it trades in a sense, and has a galley in the middle to even just deny more of that annoyance, cause more of this AoE damage.
Yeah, these units are being rallied right past the ship, and that's a lot of damage here. And right now, how's Puppy looking resource-wise? Okay, he's spending all of it. He's going for more men-at-arms, more horsemen, whereas Anotand's just doubling down on those longbows. There is no tower. Is there a villager on the way, Mr. Observer? Because we all know the English buff network of castle would be a huge boon for him right here, and it will also be like a retreat for his longbows if they ever get overwhelmed. But
Yeah,
he's gonna fight without buff.
Yeah, he's gonna fight without the buff, and problem for him too is he never oh, boom ship comes out, does not deny that dock, as a sprinkled ship or a galley might have been more effective in just taking out the villager. But look at this, longbows kiting back. This is what I was saying, in small numbers though, these longbows can kite pretty effectively as long as they don't get surrounded, don't get their health taken out and picked up. But Puppy's still fine with these raids because he's able to afford more and more and more. And as that longbow number doesn't build up to too scary, then that's exactly where you find your strength against English.
As long as you whittle down these longbows consistently all the time, then you're just fine. Oh no, is that a demo ship? No, it's actually a fishing boat, so okay. The other dock of Anotand that he nearly made is also being denied already. It's just a horrible game for him right now.
Yep, galleys out. 2 galleys out for Puppypaw, forcing damage down on both sides, and just has taken full control of this mid-map, taken full control of the water. Longbows doing their job and slowly thinning out that military, but just again not building up to a scary enough mass that they need to get to. Anotand having to drop into farms, which will delay up more of that longbow production. Whereas Puppy, he has farms as well as his fishing, and looks like he is thinking about Castle Age soon, but also getting Wheelbarrow and getting some upgrades in as well.
Yeah, he's got the all-important marching drills already. He has the arrow defense, and against Anotand's pure longbow mass, that's just great. And Anotand can't really go into spears, because there's men-at-arms on the field as well.
Yeah, this is just where Puppypaw has the ability to do a lot more with his eco. He's just so far ahead in eco already. He's just, you know, can take these trades how he wants. Galley trying to bait in these longbows in their mass together to get a little too close, let that AoE just almost work like a mangonel and take down a few of these, or at least get damage on a few of them. But good split by Anotand. Looks like he might be able to take down this galley at that other dock of his, which he does.
Nice job there. Now, the problem here for Anotand is definitely his unit composition, because he would need to go for men-at-arms himself, but he just doesn't have the fishing eco. He doesn't have the farming eco that Puppy has going for him already. He cannot support the men-at-arms then.
Yeah, Puppypaw has more farms than him, and Puppypaw's the HRE. That's never a good situation you want to be in as the English. Not even to mention Puppypaw, he's going to be able to drop his Castle Age a minute from now, where he still has been producing military and where he still is causing damage as horsemen going to dive in on these longbows. Not only that, Galley still, you know, continuing to do a little bit of damage, and just this little bit of damage is all that Puppypaw needs to stall up until his Castle Age.
Nice use of the pangs there, though. He stunned 2 of the horsemen. I need to get better at that. It takes so much practice. Somehow I always put them in the wrong direction, or it's just not stunning. I don't know.
And it is burgers coming out. It is not Regnus. We are going to be eating some burgers for dinner tonight. No more fish coming out. It's just nonstop men-at-arms flood is going to come in, and not only that, his few men-at-arms that he has out already are going to get a very, very quick upgrade. Just immediately get buffed up, give them some armor drop to them on the field. Horsemen diving in on those longbows yet again. Longbows looked like they were about to try to deny some fishing, but have to focus on this military first, or else this will be Anotand's main line of defense, which it still is, and it's getting crushed right now again, just by a few units.
Burger Palace is up, and yeah, 6 men-at-arms immediately in queue. He has the upgrade queued on the regular barracks, so it's gonna take a little while, but so do these men-at-arms to cross the map. And
yeah, and you can see how
I don't think there's any way.
You can see how tanky the few men-at-arms already are too. Haven't even gotten the upgrade in, the early men-at-arms, and they're just like, yeah, we're fine. We'll just continue to move forward. Upgrades just a few seconds from coming through, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Puppypaw get the second ranged armor upgrade once he has enough gold in just a little bit. That would be my assumption for his next upgrade, and then that's when it's just game over for Anotand. There's nothing he's going to be able to do at all.
Yeah, it's been looking like that for the longest time, but no way he can hold this Burger Palace aggression. Oh, his kiting's looking good. If these weren't Castle Age men-at-arms, this would be a nice little play for him. But they are, and there's 14 more.
Yeah, good split though by Anotand, making sure to distract those, but look at what Puppypaw's doing. His main mass isn't even coming to help the fight. Again, it's almost like he's toying with him. He's just like, yeah, you can have some of them, but just get ready for this. And then he's just going to throw 15 men-at-arms onto the face and be like, all right, well, you know what? Now I can't deal with any of that. And that's exactly what's going to happen here in just a second or two.
Anotand spammed up so many longbows out of his triple archery ranges now that he has cut through all of his wood line, and the next wood line is actually pretty far forward.
Yeah, that was one of the things I mentioned early on with kind of describing this map is you do end up having to move out. This isn't a super late game map in my eyes because the water is really going to define some things early, and then you have to move out after that as well with your wood lines, and everyone wants wood lines because you're investing in a water typically early too.
Oh, and there's
And
we
there
saw
it
it coming.
is. Yeah, that was one of those that you just kind of saw the light at the end of the tunnel way early on, and Puppypaw just really clean, methodical game, correct reaction to the Vills coming forward. Good job with a couple spears. Good job with walling up the middle, not allowing Anotand to save his fishing. It's all these little things that end up adding up so fast, and then just allowing Puppypaw to take that clean game and give himself this 2-0 start so far.
Yeah, Puppy was in trouble early, but Anotand didn't really close out the sack, and then Puppy reacted correctly and just pushed him back, and from there.